How were we on the verge of bottling a 2-0 lead from the 85th minute? Listen, this game we just watched was a mind-boggling game. It was full of emotions. How are we leading 2-0 and all just in a twinkle of an eye, it's 2-2. 2-2 at our home. This is what I've been talking about. We need to have that fear at Old Trafford. We were slacking. We slacked in from the 85th minute. And that is where the goal came. And as soon as the goal came, we gave these guys the leverage. They had so much power. They were attacking us like they were playing at home. And we almost threw our lead away if it wasn't for Benjamin Sesko and also from Bruno Fernandes' magic. And it's still, for me, I am not happy. I like where the game went, how the game went, the entire game. I liked it. I liked what I saw. But honestly, we literally threw that away. And someone may say, I'm thinking too much about this. I am being so critical about this. Is real. We beat the big teams and we struggle against the smaller teams. And that is taken away from who we are as Manchester United. If we want to compete, we have to be scoring everyone comfortably. We do not have to have these heart attack moments where we have to think, are we going to lose or are we just going to draw the game? After taking possession of the game from minute 1 to minute 85. This game was a game we should have done and buried 3-0 and just be playing around, just making sure that we get our goal difference. We need goals. But for some reason, we won the game. Am I happy we won? Yes, I am happy we won. But at the same time, I felt that this was something we could have lost within this short moment. And that is something that actually hurts me. It's something that I feel like United needs to capitalize on teams when we are leading at 1-0 or 2-0. Kill the game off. And I know a lot of people have said, when things like this happen, when you know you have the upper front against teams like this, kill it off. Score them 4-0. Score those goals so they know that even if they score one, there's no way they are coming back. They scored one at the 85 or 80. I don't even know where they scored, and now they had the momentum to run against us, pass us, do everything, and have hope. And eventually that hope came into flourish when Kevin was able to bend that ball past Lemons. And both goals came from the right side. So meaning Diego Dalot and Mazraoui's side. And it was so bad. I'm not going to be here spitting negativity after a win. But this is something that needs to be addressed. And we've talked about this so many times during the season. We've talked about it how many times that side of our attack or our defense is less prone, is very prone to other teams utilizing that side. But hey, we eventually won the game. But this is my take. And this take is something that it's been pressing on my mind every time we play. And I don't know why. From the 82nd minute, we lost composure. We couldn't focus. We were just giving passes away. And that is something that doesn't have to happen, especially when you're playing against this no disrespect, but these bottom half teams or like top 10 teams. You have to make use of these chances. But we struggled. Listen, let me be real with everyone here. We, Manchester United, we are the biggest club in the world. We are the biggest club. So anybody who comes to Old Trafford wants a point. Even if they know it's gonna be hard, they know we just have to do what we have to do and we'll get something. And we might be winning games, but our mentality and loss of focus, thinking all is done whilst the referee hasn't blown his whistle, is where teams take advantage of us. And that is where my rant is. But honestly, that is my cons of this game. But for the pros, there were so many pros. It's a good time that United win games and win it back to back to back. United have won 3 games in a row, and this is very important for the club and where we want to achieve at the end of the season. As the way things are going, Aston Villa lost at home against Brentford, so that gives us a 5-point. They still have a 5-point lead against Manchester United. But with this win, it gives us the advantage knowing that if they slip up again with a draw, we can catch up to them. So this is a good win for United, especially being able to do it back to back to back. And it's a great game. I liked everything that happened in the game. My only thing was from minute 82. That's where my problem is. But I like where we are heading. I like how Carrick has set his team up. I like the willingness of these players and knowing that they have to win this game at this time. I'm sorry, I don't know how Ruben Amorim did, but for us to win back to back to back to back, yes, it will be very, if we are able to do it 4 times, it will be very essential and a morale boost for these guys. So I'm glad that we won the game. I am very happy we won the game. Now let's talk about some positives. Let's talk about the positive of individual brilliances, plays, and everything that happened in this game. 1, big ups to Bruno Fernandes, big ups to Casemiro, big ups to Cunha, and big ups to Lisandro Martinez and Sesko for the winning goal. Casemiro was Casemiro was unstoppable. And I think when he got out of the game, that was where we started to crumble. We didn't have possession a lot. I'm sorry, but Ugarte is not giving me the right mind to back him. Ugarte, even if he doesn't do anything wrong, he just have this aura. It's not, the energy he comes with is not, it's not good. It's very pessimistic. And that is the thing about him. And it's something I don't like. And Manchester United need to revamp the midfield when it comes to this summer. We need that midfield revamp. Because if we are going to rely on Ugarte for next season, whilst we are technically playing Champions League football, we are all in the other competitions, it's not going to be a very wholesome sight for us throughout that journey. So United will need to revamp that midfield. And Carrick taking Casemiro out of that game showed weakness. And it was shown on the field whilst the game was going on. And as I said, his replacement didn't do much. And that was where most goals and leaks came. But also, let's talk about Bruno Fernandes. Let's talk Bruno Fernandes. I know Bruno has been compared to so many number 10s in this world, to the extent that I felt he's been disrespected being compared to Martin Odegaard. The numbers Bruno has established since day one of signing for Manchester United, he has numbers that are far more important than numbers Odegaard has ever done. But he keeps producing, and currently he sits at the top with 12 assists as the best playmaker in the league. He's created so many chances through passes. He's ranking number 1 in so I do not get why people want to put him in the same level as Martin Odegaard. Like, you can say whatever you want, but Bruno Fernandes right now, this version of Bruno Fernandes is great. I know we complain about him whining and everything, but this guy is the best midfielder in the league. He is the best creator. He is able to find passes. He's able to score. He's able to dribble. He is the best to ever happen to Manchester United post Sir Alex Ferguson's era. This guy is just magnificent. That's why he's called Magnifico. He is an absolutely beast in this. And where Amorim used to play him as a 10, as a 8, wasn't it? Him at the 10 with that free roam gives him the flexibility to find players and be himself. I know he's the best and I will stand on it today. I know I have had my issues with him before, but what I am seeing him do, it's best. There are United fans who do not rate him, but the moment he leaves this club, we will miss him. I swear we will miss him when he leaves this club. And today we saw him produce 2 solid assists, the goal for Casemiro and also that pass for Benjamin Sesko. Let's talk about that dummy. That dummy left Kelvin Bassey gone. And that pass to find him was great. And kudos to Benjamin Sesko. When he touched that ball, I thought he was going to sky it. But he knew where the goal was and he put it at the back of the net. That was a clean strike. And I loved it. Same with Cunha. Casemiro's true pass to Cunha was just breathtaking. And I am glad that these guys took their chances when they had it. Big ups also to Lamans. Lamans had some great saves and he did great in this game. So those are some positives from these players that I mentioned earlier on. They really did well. And we should give credit to where credit is due. And these guys did well in this game. So when I have to go back and look at what Carrick has done in the last 3 games and compare that to Ruben Amorim's time, I may be judgmental, but the kind of football I have seen these guys play is far better than what we watched or witnessed in Ruben's time. I was a big fan of Ruben Amorim. I thought he would lead us there. But I'm sorry. What we've seen maybe is the new manager bounce. Maybe it's the new manager bounce in my mind. But what we are seeing currently makes it far better than what we witnessed in that past few months. These same players, maybe, listen, that's where everybody would have their same. These same players threw multiple coaches under the bus. But will things change when Michael Carrick gets the job as a permanent manager? Would it change as the way it changed under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? And then the wins and stuff we struggle. I don't know. I'll leave that to you guys to engage me in that conversation. Maybe my take is that if he gets the job, he might do something wonderful. But maybe you two have other coaches you want them to come to United. But the same way, I'm like, which coach is even available for us to go get? But yeah, that is where I'm at. And currently, I know Tottenham might get relegated, and I don't know about Thomas Frank, but they are currently losing to Man City 1-0. Goal by Ryan Cherky. So that is great. I don't want them to win. I would expect a draw game. I'm not a City fan, and I will never be a City fan, but they are my rivals. How would I want them to win? And there's no... Listen, let's go a spade a spade. There's no way Tottenham might win this game, but at the same time, I don't want City to win. But that's my hating. The hate watch, big. Now let's talk our next game. Listen, United's next game is a game against Tottenham. And this game is listen, from that game we played against Tottenham, I'm expecting us to win that game. And it's the first game on Saturday. So meaning much pressure is on us. 5:30 a.m. my time. But that means it's going to be big. And this might be the game I actually start live streaming. So I might stream this game and be live with everyone. And we would be making sure that we see and talk to people on the live. But we are playing Tottenham in 6 days. This is going to be a tough game for United. I know Tottenham might not be where they want to be, but when they come to Old Trafford, they want to show some kind of behavior, some kind of momentum. They want to be Tottenham. But, we know Tottenham as a Tottenham where they are not going to do anything reasonable. But I know our last games against them it's been kind of like they've won those games against us. But we need to win this game. Listen, since 2023, since 2023, United haven't won against Tottenham. 2023 in the Premier League, August 19th, it was a 2-0 Tottenham win at their stadium. Their return fixture in January was 2-2. Then the next season, 2024, they came to Old Trafford and beat us 3-0. We went to the EFL Cup 4-3. We went back to their home this season. Last season, they won 1-0. We went there again for the Europa League final. We lost. We went to their home again. We drew 2-2. So technically, the last 4 games against them in all competition, we've drawn 1, we've lost 3. That is not good. I think Michael Carrick should show this particular video or particular results to these guys and give them some, ginger them, give them some fear or inspiration to go win this game, because it's not looking good. From 2023, we haven't won against these guys. That is mind-boggling. It's absurd. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 solid games we have not won against Tottenham. I never knew that. Wow, my vision was blinded. That is ridiculous. We need that win. We need to win. This is a must-win game against Tottenham. We do not need to have them rattling and saying anything against us. This is a win for United. United has to win this game. And I feel the guys need to go on guns blazing, because if we don't win this, all the work we've done in these last 3 games would mean that we didn't see anything. In the Premier League, the last win against them in the Premier League was 2022. October 19th. Wow. United hasn't won against Tottenham since October 19, 2022. Wow. That's bad. Did you know? This is crazy. I'm expecting a win. In this game. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. This is a way you can support us and our goals for this year 2026, that we will be able to achieve our goals of reaching a certain amount of followers by the end of the year. Currently, we are at where we are, and I know that as time goes on, we might get on to other followers and also to other Manchester United fans across the globe. But if you are since you tune in and watch this, please like this, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Glory, glory, United. Yes.